So hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Hisame Artwork. Pop out, there we go. In case I get the rare Twitch viewer. So today I'm going to continue coloring page 54 and it will be published next week. We got a couple of pages that are pretty background heavy, so I kind of need to take more time with it, to illustrate it, to color it. And I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. I always just like this about Photoshop. It goes back to the last layer you were on, so it can be very, very annoying. I'm gonna turn off the lighting a bit because I'm not pleased with it, and I'm gonna try and finish some other things that I had to do. So I need to get another character to put in the page. Jun did the line art. And I'm gonna save this one as a Photoshop so I can take it in the other program. So Clip Studio Paint can save PSD format. Pretty much everybody can save as PSD. It's kind of become a bit of a standard. And I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm gonna check the stream. So I have one person watching. Oops. Ah, I can't put the tab back in? Weird. Okay. Seem to be doing okay. Sound, video looks good so far. Okay, what color should I make her? Maybe some red with green. So I'm using a Wacom Intuos Pro medium-sized tablet. If it will turn on, okay. I got the afternoon sun coming right in through my window, so it's hard to see some things. Usually the socks were woolen, kinda beige in color. They usually had like little shoe belts. I think I can go even paler for British people. Okay, and the blouse. Can do like a pink. Okay. Did the street. Gotta duplicate this background here. That panel is smaller. Sure seems like it. Cheat mode engaged. Okay. So if it comes there, that's gonna be the right hand. Gonna leave it a little bit more room so I have some extra space. Because I don't really see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna go over the gray area here. He seemed to have pretty chubby fingers, so I'm gonna keep that. And I never leave enough room for the fourth finger, so I gotta squeeze it in here. I would rather not leave such small lines because it's gonna be a super small panel. Kind of think of it, I made his hand a bit too pale. And actually I wanted, yeah, I guess so. I can put it here. What can't get lost if you never knew where you were at? Is this person still in the chat room? Doesn't say. Guess the Riddler joined my stream. More messages below. Okay. Why isn't the window scrolling? I can leave. Sorry for bothering you. Peace. It's okay. I've had weirder people join my stream. I did film school also, so I'm used to this. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. It's gonna be so small, nobody's gonna see it. I'll just leave it there. Okay. What else do I have to do? So I add it there, and I'm gonna have to add the the lighting in the eyes. Better do that before I forget. There's always one panel I forget to do this in, and then he looks like a dead fish. Ew, too much. Why is my Photoshop going so slowly? Hope the string quality is still good. Yep, still seem to be streaming live. Why isn't it not showing the list of people that are in the chat? Is it like hidden now? Feature? How do I close this? I changed the menu again. I'm not logged in. Not bothering. I can talk. No need to write. And the maplet. So I gotta go to chapter 1, and it was in page 23, I think. Yep. Yep. Okay, so this is the what I want. And page 54. No, I didn't expect to use this maplet text ever again, so see how I squeeze it in somewhere. You see already there's a part of Ernest missing, so I gotta draw his butt back into existence. And erase his ears. So it's text, and I can't distort it. I have to rasterize, and I'd rather not do that. I'm gonna keep it smaller. And now I'm gonna put a mask again so I can erase the extra from here. And Photoshop is working very slowly today. Some days Windows is just making updates in the background and there's nothing I can do about it. So just everything works slower. And I think I should have... Yeah. Kinda wanna rotate this. There we go. Black. The styles in Photoshop are really convenient. You can just add stroke and width and change the color and add some gradient. I really love the editability of it. I hope they soon implement this in Clip Studio Paint. I would be just so happy. But most of all, it's the mesh function that is absolutely a mess in Clip Studio Paint. Okay, what do I have to add? This part here. Okay. So I'm gonna add it into panel 3 from panel 2. And I'm gonna get a different copy of Ernest. That has his ears. I think I'm gonna fall asleep. This winter has been way too long. Kinda sitting indoors all the time. There was a blizzard earlier. And it's just overall pretty cloudy and dark. And I just think I'm gonna fall asleep anytime now. In fact, I usually in the afternoon after I have lunch or something like that, I sit down and have like 5 minutes of rest, but I don't trust myself in the winter. I'm just gonna sit down and fall asleep and then just get nothing done during the day. That's just the danger of working from home. On one side you have a very understanding boss that lets you sleep whenever you feel like it, but then you get nothing done. I do miss smoked chicken. For whatever reason they don't sell it here where I am in Michigan. And I saw it once in the supermarket, so I know it can be done. It's just that I think there's not enough people buying it. Like, I often get something in the store that I really like, and then they stop selling it. And it's just torture. I get something nice I like to eat. I'm not sure because the first time I see it, so I don't buy like 20 pieces of smoked chicken. But if I knew it was good and they were never gonna bring it back again, since it's winter, I would have stockpiled it, I don't know, under my door porch or something. Hang it in the window up where the raccoons can't get to it. I don't think I've ever seen a raccoon in real life here and to be alive. I mean, I've seen them on the street, but not alive. Hope I do someday. They're really cute on TV. And the baby raccoons are just so adorable. Whenever I see their fuzzy little faces, I just die. I would like one so much, but they're not exactly pets, so it's not the best idea to get one. Most likely it will eat you out of house and home, destroy everything, and that's about it. I was about to sneeze. Now that's one big fish. There, erase. So I grew up in a capital that had a lot of lakes around it, but not that much fish. Hi Anna, how are you doing? How's it going? I was about to fall asleep. You've come to save me. It's cloudy today. I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna drink some coffee and slap myself so I don't fall asleep. I'm good. Trying to stay awake. Don't sleep, work, yeah, yeah. Oh my god. I don't know why. I'm sleepy during the day when it's cloudy, but at night when it's dark, then I have energy and I'm awake and I don't feel like sleeping. And I've tried to wake up earlier and go to bed earlier, but it doesn't work. I can't fall asleep at night, and I still can't. I mean, I wake up groggy, and then I'm even more tired during the middle of the day. And if I do the mistake of sitting somewhere comfortable, I fall asleep. So yeah. I must avoid comfort at all costs. I cannot wait for winter to end, and we still have 2 more months. We have February and March of winter time. You guys get off easy, especially June. Like, flowers are already starting to bloom where she is. I'm so jealous. I want flowers blooming where I am. I went to the supermarket to get some flower bulbs to put them in a vase and to kind of force them to bloom early, so I have some flowers in the house. and they didn't even have them on stock. I was like, why do you punish me so? Because they had some flowers that were blooming, flower pots, but they were like $20, and I was like, no way am I paying $20 for this. This is highway robbery. Some roses are blooming in gardens around my village. I want in Italy. Well, maybe after you sort out your economic problems. Because if I go to Italy, I'll just starve, like some of you guys already doing. Why can't we have competent politicians? Is that too much to ask? I gotta stop yawning. It's making it worse. You know when you yawn and then your eyes get watery and you can't see what you're doing? That's happening to me right now. So I'm gonna be drawing even worse than before. Because now I can't see from the tears. Hmm? Still thinking about sleeping, yeah. I should put one of those songs like Eye of the Tiger. Those are happy, energetic songs. Or you'll go to bed. No, don't leave me. I'm gonna fall asleep for sure without you. I mean, at least now I'm having a conversation. So I'm staying awake. Oh, stop yawning. I can't help it. Like when you're in a sleepy mood, you gotta do something. You gotta run around like one of those crazy squirrels. So I wake up. There was somebody in my Picarto chat previously talking about something, and I didn't understand what like talking about because I was falling asleep. And after a while, okay, that's what they were talking about. But they left the stream, I think. And I was like, whatever. Like I rarely get someone in the Picarto stream. And I wasn't even awake to like react. Reminds me one of those diner cafes here in the US where like they're bored out of their minds, and when they do have like a customer that walks in, they're like, whatever, they won't stay long. Card Captor Sakura Anime? No. Anything that has card captor reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh, so I kind of avoid it. Like, the name card in it. Is it any good? Oops. The drawings are cute. Well, it's hard to find an ugly anime. Usually people don't even watch an anime if it's an ugly one, so that's kind of usually the first thing you gotta get right. A lot of the animes are just so pretty. Sometimes I watch the trailers just so I can look at the animation, but the story is so bad that I can't watch the series, so I just look at a trailer, look at a review. I watched some movies like In Bruges. If you like dark comedy, I think you'll definitely like In Bruges. Plus, it has Colin Farrell and Ralph Fiennes, and those are some of my favorite actors. But for animes, I mean, I recently watched Made in Abyss. I don't know if June told you. It looks amazing. It's such a beautiful anime. Made in Abyss, it's called. Made in Abyss. Two S's, one B. Okay, there we go. And it's really weird anime, so you have been warned. I would recommend you look at a trailer before you look at the animation and some reviews. I mean, the imagery is really nice. I think you'll appreciate that. But it's a pretty hardcore anime. It has violence in it. It's not a walk in the park. I think a lot of things they could have done without. I mean, I thought it was a bit too much, but oh well. And it's actually toned down from the manga. Like, the manga was a lot more of that. I must admit, I really do enjoy vertical shots and just difference of level between uh, different locations. And living in a swamp now, it's even more, how should I say, in my mind. because I just miss having tall buildings. I never thought that would be something that I would miss. So just having tall buildings and mountains. I don't have either of those anymore. So it's a bit odd. And I kind of look forward to having that in my comics, but unfortunately Cambridge is pretty flat. Like you don't have much in the way of elevation. You have like maybe one or two hills, and that's about it. I think maybe it should be a bit fatter. Like a thatch roof is usually like that. Hi June, how are you? How's it going? Can you hear me all right? Yes, yes, okay. Kind of editing a bit the roof here. And I'm trying to make it look like a thatched roof. If you remember the one we did in chapter 1, the farm where they steal the clothes from, so I'm kind of trying to make it more like that. Feel like it would have more thickness. So kind of go more like so. Maybe I should just leave it be. It feels like I'm just making it worse. Worst thatched roof ever. June, have you seen the film In Bruges? It stars Colin Farrell, I think his name is Colin Farrell, and Ralph Fiennes. Ah, okay. In Bruges. In Bruges. Bruges. I think it's called. It's in Belgium. My parents went there to visit. It's really nice in the summer. The movie takes place in winter. Bruges, Bruges, no, in. Oh. Bruges. Ah. Can't type. Bruges. So there's an S there, but you don't read it. 'Cause reasons. It's a dark comedy. If you're into that, you might enjoy the film. Not on Netflix. I saw it on YouTube. So it's on YouTube for free. I think someone uploaded it there without permission. And it hasn't been taken down for many years, so. You may want to watch a trailer before that. I don't think it's anybody's cup of tea. I mean, I knew about it when it came out, and from watching the trailer, I thought, oh my god, I'm never gonna watch this. It looks horrible. It looks boring, it looks weird. I'm not gonna watch it. And then, season 1 of The End of the World. uh, it sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I know the series. I have to check it out later. So yeah, anyway, I was looking at trailers for movies, and I came across the two actors that were playing in the film, the main characters, talking about the film, and they had so many nice things to say that I went and watched a review. Totally different thing, but it's nice. Yeah, there's so many movies that go under my radar often because I prefer fantasy and science fiction films, so usually when I have something that takes place in modern day, uh, I'm just automatically dismissing it and I don't want to see it and stuff like that. And I need to kind of have a moment where there's nothing interesting to watch fantasy wise, so I get into watching films like these that even after many years people are still talking about them as being entertaining. And I was reading up on the success of 80s movies and Disney in general, and they're just usually feel-good films. They don't try to give you too many emotions. It's just the pleasant ones, and that's it. And I think it works very well in a short format. I mean, if you're gonna watch a short 2-hour movie or 1 hour and a half movie, it might as well be something happy, right? Especially if you're going out with someone else and you're not seeing it by yourself. So it definitely gets me thinking about how I should do my stories and be a lot more lighthearted and never go into anything too complicated. Because I keep thinking, well, if I want more people to read my stories, then I kind of need to make it accessible to a wider audience. And people usually watch films or comics to relax and to enjoy, not necessarily make them feel uncomfortable or sad or anything like that, or too thoughtful. I don't know. If there isn't a yearning for like the simpler storylines that you see in 80s or 90s movies. You go, you fight the bad guy, robot, whatever, and then you win the day and all's good. Did you guys see the Lasseter scandal? Apparently, John Lasseter, I think is his name, got retired from Pixar for accusations of sexual harassment. I was pretty surprised about it. Didn't expect it. think I made some of these things too dark in color. I'm gonna try and light them up a bit. Am I on the right layer? No, I'm not on the right layer. Okay. Okay, this seems to be the right layer. Okay, soft light first. See if I can light it up that way. Put some linear dodge add. Yeah, I always do that. Wrong layer. Always happens. Yeah, I'm in Photoshop now because I have the mesh tool and stuff like that in there. And I kind of need them to do some of the edits, tweak some of the stuff. Also, I have my brush here. Clip Studio Paint is great for some things, so I use it for those, and then I have to use Photoshop for other things. So I finish this faster because sometimes it can get really time consuming, especially for all of these little details that I have. And like the lines are really crooked. And they don't seem to be kind of in the same angle. Like you see here, this one goes down more than this bar here. And I don't even know if it's okay or not. I mean, I feel like it's not, but I'm not very good with perspective, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I don't think anybody's gonna notice too much or be too upset about it. Screen I wanted. There you go. still live? Where are you, dashboard? There we go. Yep, I'm still live. I like how that moss on the roof there looks. I think it looks pretty nice. Gonna look out for some thatched roofs. These get moss on them as well, I think. Yep, I'll add some moss there too. And I'll add it kind of like in the darker area here. Maybe it doesn't get that much sunlight. Hi, Burger Eater. Love the name. How's it going? I'm gonna try and simulate some tiles here. Why is it not working? Well, okay. too much. Yeah, maybe better. Like, I feel it's too dark. I don't know why. They're supposed to be strawberries, but I guess I made them too fat. Like that one over there. But it's kind of the angle. I mean, in some angles, if you look at it, I guess it can look like a tomato. But yeah, they're supposed to be strawberries. For the strawberry festival the next day in the story. So at the moment we're still in the second day of the story. It's been years in real life, but in our story it's been like 12 hours, something like that. Yeah, sadly me and Jun are not Japanese or Korean artists that we can make so many panels and just have a new issue each month. I mean, I like to have those superpowers, but when I see that you can end up dead from working too much, I'm like, maybe me being mediocre and alive is not so bad. 20 pages per month, nope. I mean, even if you get paid well, you're not gonna live to retirement to enjoy said payment. Because I mean, even if we worked at full capacity, I don't think we could make more than 2 pages per week between us If I had like all of the research and all of the extra stuff done, like the story page is finalized and no more changes. And even so, I think 2 pages per week would be kind of the limit of what we can put. And let's say we have a good salary and health insurance and everything, that it would be worth bending over backwards for this comic. Because what I understand, they're not paid that well. It's just that they're not exactly other jobs they can do once they become graphic artists. Like, the whole industry is crazy there. And to me, it's just strange that Americans are becoming like this for TV series. Mangaka helper, you could call him. I mean, for me, it takes a lot of research to do all of this stuff because I'm not familiar with British culture that much, so I have to do a lot of research before any page all the time and like double check everything. No. And I don't live in Cambridge, so I have to go on Google Maps every time and look up things because I just don't know. So what I was saying about American TV series, for example, Game of Thrones, they're doing about 10 hours each season of high quality blockbuster production for their films. And 2 hours usually takes 3 years to make. I mean, at least that's how it is for Marvel. It takes them 3 years to put out 2 hours of blockbuster film. And HBO was doing it like once a year. Next issue, Niels in Romania or Sardinia. I really don't see why he would ever go to Romania. Like, what is there to see in Romania? I mean, we have some scientists that did some useful stuff, but it's not world changing like what Newton did. Maybe if my husband gets a Nobel Prize, then yeah, I don't know. Like, that would be maybe a reason for Niels to visit Romania. I think he would be like the first Romanian to ever win a Nobel Prize. I don't think any Romanian has ever won any Nobel Prizes. It's mostly been Americans, I think. And French. A lot of French. We're starting to get Chinese, so that's nice. It's a change. Of course, they're Chinese from America. I don't know if there's like an authentic 100% doesn't uh, live in America Chinese person that has won a Nobel Prize. USA just has been so good at recruiting scientists in the past decades. Be interesting to see if that ever changes. Because at the moment they're still the top recruiting country for sciencey stuff. I mean, maybe this presidency that might change because the funding has been cut uh, in a lot of areas. It's been cut in other countries as well, but it seems to be more significant in the US, and I think everybody likes to live in a nice country. If the Caribbeans had the money, die. Well, USA pays researchers. I mean, compared to other countries, yeah, for sure. But I mean, a high school teacher here in the US gets paid better than a researcher. So depends how you like see it. It's not like if you become a researcher in the USA, oh, you have money, yay. No, if you become a doctor, a lawyer, even a high school teacher, you're gonna be paid better. But the thing is that many times researchers are motivated by discovering something, at least in the medical field. They like need to do something to save someone, their people or whatever. So they're willing to work for pennies just to get the research done. I mean, that's how it's been in Romania. We had some scientists that were researching cancer, and Romanian government just wasn't funding it, so they left. They went to France, I think, or USA. I think it was France, to continue their research because the Romanian government just wasn't interested in that, while other Western countries were. They have bigger populations and higher healthcare costs that they want to tone down because it's really expensive to have a cancer patient, and in a country where the health system is handled by the government, then they have much more of an incentive to cure their population if they want to get those costs down. Because I mean, in Romania, I don't think if anybody really cares. In the on the politician side, I mean, because you have the doctors that care because they see the people suffering. We cured the child with leukemia in these days in Italy. Wow, that's very good. A genetic cure. Now the child cells are fighting the cancer cells. Do you have an article to that? Because it sounds really interesting. I would like to know more. He's an OMG. Usually the ONGs are before the organism starts to develop, so I'm kind of curious how they manage to do that in a almost fully developed organism, because usually you can't really edit this stuff, because your DNA is in every cell, so you would have to edit every cell. And how do you do that? I imagine it's easier for a child, but still I'm curious to see how it was done. Thanks. Is it in Italian? Not working. Cookie ance di terze parti. Okay, I'll try it later. Infusion of reprogrammed cells. Yeah, I imagine then those have to start reproducing. I will Google it. Maybe there's something on Wikipedia about it. Usually there is. Yeah, maybe those are the only ones you need to edit, and then they reproduce by themselves and pass on those abilities. So what happens is that you don't fix the cells that are cancerous, you just try and get rid of them all the time. I imagine. Yeah, that's a start. I mean, very good for the kid. Transplant didn't work. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I gotta end the stream. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. And see you in the next stream. I'm hoping I'll finish this illustration this weekend, but I will be posting it next weekend, so I have a buffer zone because the next few pages are gonna be pretty background heavy as well. So again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and see you next time.